Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to FTB Skies. Last episode, we spoke with the elves, or at least we got that little elven trading center thingy going. We got a little bit better mana manipulation through sparks and spark augmentation. And, well, I did a couple of other little things. And, well, we went and explored just a little bit of the area around us. So there is a couple of more things I did go ahead and check out. There was a hexery or the witchery kind of a thing here, and then another... Well, just another village. It's going to be one of those things I'll probably do a fair amount off camera as I get bored waiting on things to craft. But we did end up with a couple of, well, one or two interesting things, especially that. There's a nice little blade that we'll be able to kind of play with as we work our way through things. That thing has 4,000 durability. I mean, I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that. I'll probably end up peeling all of the enchantments off of this one or some of these other ones and put this onto as many of these as we can, build a nice big book and just build a really nasty sword. Did end up with some more other things, nothing really fantastic. This one's not too bad either. It's got some empty sockets to play with. That one has some beheading on it, teleportation. It's going to be fun to mess with. There's just some more just random kind of things that show up periodically. And yeah, I didn't really do much past that. I did want to, one more thing before we kind of continue on. I think today what I want to do is we're going to kind of take a step back and we're going to kind of clean through some of these things that we should already be able to get done. And I want to start working on the overpowered section. I want to start at least filling out the power in all of these, plus whatever else we can do as far as this one. The first one's actually really pretty simple to do, but in order to do this, we have to be able to do some more stuff. So let's work on that. In order to get the prerequisite done for this chapter, we need to go to turn it in, which means I have to make some task screens, which is going to be a book and some stone. Let's go get a couple of those going. Task screen 1 by 1 is really all you need. You can make as many of those as you want, and I'll probably make, like, we'll say 5 of them for now. Ding ding. Ding ding. All right, cool. And that should be there. That'll get us another one, so that'll just be the way these work. And this is how you can turn things in over time. So you take the screen, you put it down, you select the task that you want to do, and then you pump said thing into the task screen. So the first thing I guess we can do while we're here, since we've got the time, is I'll just do this and find this one. Check mark, and then that'll work, and it's done. All right, so now we're finished with that. It won't eat any more of those, and that should unlock a bunch of these other things that we've had laying around. Yes, I know, I flew over it. It's fine. So that'll get us a battery and a flux duct, and that will get us the Eye of Legend, which is going to get us an umbrella. How wow. And a trader. And then we need to make one of those. We'll make one of those before we head to the Nether to go look at that one. What else? Cleared. Again, I'm leaving this one alone. I mean, I guess we could just... Yeah, I don't want to keep this stuff around right now. I want to play with this one. This one seems to be fairly interesting. We may try to get into that one, this elemental craft in a little bit, just because it looks really, really cool. And it's kind of one of those things that I like to kind of mess with, at least looking like. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but it needs to be on our list of things to do. So I do want to complete the rest of this chapter. We only have this one thing that's holding us up. So I'll just leave you right there. And maybe we go ahead and start working on the next one. So you want 100,000 FE and 100 buckets of honey. I could probably do that at this point. Maybe we'll see. Let's jump out of here. I want the next one down. We've already done this. Is battery flux duct, and this one. See, isn't even my final form. Let's look. I need to make sure I get the right one because I don't want to start. I'm just getting started is what we're looking for. That one. Go ahead and start eating that up. That won't take very long. Doink. Okay, so that one's done, and then we need to do the honey. Now we'll work on those. We'll work on those as we need to do them. I mean, the honey is something that I can go ahead and probably get going anytime because I have been kind of playing with it. This is charging. Why don't you? I guess we'll put that right there, and I need my tool, which is here. Actually, I don't want to do that direction. I might need to modify this now, unfortunately. I'm gonna put you out of the way for right now. We're okay. We don't need to be doing this. That'll that might, I don't know, whatever. I'm also fooling around with the wireless charging thingy or the wireless block deal, and it's working fine. It's got a kind of an odd reach as far as things go, but essentially you hook one of these the wireless chargers or the advanced wireless block chargers to the end of one of your energy pipes or your flux ducts or whatever you're using. Like we could use this with the, which is something else we need to get into, is the flux networks. We need to get into this stuff, and I probably should be working on that right now because this is pretty much wireless energy anywhere in the world, anywhere in dimension, and all that kind of stuff interconnectable. And you could basically just connect one of these to one of these and power everything in the general area. I think this one does... Where is it? A 7x7 area, which is, it's all right. It could be a little better, but you know, you could build your rooms in that reasonable size and just kind of build stuff around and it would work. But yeah, you just plug power into this and then this will broadcast power down to all of the things in the area. So it's been working reasonably well. This is interesting because, they've changed the way the thermodynamics ducts work now. There's only one tier of duct, and I think they changed the way the output input works. I know I saw this. Yeah, they're over here. Redstone flux limiters, when created and attached, that like the servos are different, filters are the same, turbo servo. I mean, it's interesting. I guess you can now just limit it in real time using the flux limiter. Something I'll have to maybe look at. Not that I'm planning on using anything to do with the thermal ducting in this run unless we absolutely have to. I mean, there's one little spot right up there I'm using one, but you know, it is what it is, just so that I can shut a connection off. But anyhow, we'll go ahead and put this away, and that can go downstairs. That's amazing. I'll have to, that's kind of one of the reasons I want to get into industrial foregoing, is so that I can play around with the disenchanter and the enchanter and all of those fun little toys, so that I can actually kind of play around with those kinds of things. So next step, we're gonna let these sit. I think yes, no, you know, I can do some of that. Let's work on this for right now. We've got a couple of minutes. I got a lot of honeycomb, and I forget exactly how much comes out of one of these. But essentially, in order to get what we need there, I just need to break this, and we can do the next step here. So you with task, I need 100 buckets of progressive bees honey, and we can just do that. And then I need to feed him. No, I mean coal. Give me a stack coal. Thank you. Need to feed the blaze down here. And then that will, over time, work that out. So we may have to go get a little bit more of that. But I've got so much honeycomb right now, I don't even feel bad, to the point I could dump these honey bottles out and we can get that going. But let's see if we can at least get a couple of these done today while we're goofing around. So that'll get us a little bit of experience. This I need to figure out how we can make a lot of, which I think the easiest way to do that is maybe going to be either with, probably going to be with bees, which is going to be a diamond bee, which we have to go get an ender bee, which we have to do a few things. We need to probably think about getting to the end sometime soon too, but I'll leave that one, you know, alone for the minute. Anyhow, let's go ahead and continue cleaning up some more of these little things that we've been kind of laying around that are, you know, just not getting there. So what we need to do, we need to finally get into it, is I need to make a pedestal and a material generator, which means we need to make a linking tool, and a linking tool is going to be any stick and any gem on a bookshelf. So any stick and any gem on a bookshelf. I think I can make a bookshelf. Somebody make me a bookshelf. Do we have anything at all? bookshelf. Okay, and then again, any stick and any gem. From what I remember, that could be anything. One stick, and we'll just use one of those. And then we put one of these here, one of these there, and there we go. Linking tool. Finally, now we get to go play around with these a little bit. Again, we'll probably start fiddling with these once we start using other types of their item transfer is okay, and it's similar. I'm going to say probably similar in shape to where is it? Where is it? Probably similar in style to the laser IO stuff, or at least we can do something similar to those kinds of deals. I don't know. We'll have to mess with that one too, because again, Dyer's got a new mod. We'll have to see how Dyer's new mod is. Anyhow, so we then need to make a pedestal that can I make? I have one. It's right there. Make. Oh, I did have a few of them. Okay. Pedestals. All right. That's pretty much what they are. They're just pedestals that you can do things in the world with. Pedestal tank. We should have all kinds of cool things now. That should at least clear up this little bit. So now I need a material generator, which is going to be an upgrade base, which means another upgrade tool, which again, a gold ingot and another stick and another bookshelf. Bookshelf and stick. And this one needs a gold ingot. Something is wiggling out from the amethyst. That's fine. And gimme, there is the next thing that will allow us to build the upgrades. And while we're at it, let's see. Which one of you have got the best thing on the whole thing as far as this goes? Mr. Purple People Eater, can you come here? Thank you. I want to play around with those guys. I've already captured one of them somewhere. I think that one's right there. One of these still, one of these has one of those in it somewhere, I think, unless it's some, I don't know. We've already caught one. Anyhow, all right. So upgrades is going to be a gold ingot, which again, it just takes one of those. And I need you and you. There's an upgrade. You can go away, and then we need a couple of buckets. 1, 2. So I need a bit of lava, which I think I can grab. I don't like how you can't access those things. That'll work there. And then the water is back here. And then we need the upgrade, which should be nothing more than this and this. All right, material generator. Nice. Thank you very much. That'll clear out a whole bunch of other little things. So that will get us an export upgrade, a capacity augment, some more pedestals, a barrel, and a stone. And this will get us clothes, nether bricks, fell pumpkin, which is interesting. We could do some things with fell pumpkin. And dirt making blocks, I need either an organic compost or a rich soil. Which organic compost I think we could probably make right now. 1 organic compost. Ding. All right. Now this is why I said this is a little overpowered, is that that's all you have to do to get continuous dirt. And it'll just sit there and make dirt forever. And you tell it, well, and then you export it into a chest, and you kind of do some stuff there. So again, not really planning on using it right now. We may eventually, to the point I'm going to put that in the trash can. So you guys can go in here. We will play with the pedestals eventually. I'm pretty certain we're going to have to do a few things. I don't want your barrel. I don't need your stone. We'll keep this in case, since I had to craft it. And I'm starting to get my inventory a little bit full of junk. Take that downstairs, put it in the box. Okay, so that should get us dirt. So dirt, plus a Fluix hoe. Always has at least Fortune 1. That's nice of it. And mycelium spores, we got those from who knows where. Mushroom rice and a moss block. Thank you very much. Moss block, if you use this with said material generator, you will continuously get grass blocks. Just so you know. I have a bee down there producing that stuff for me right now. I'm starting to get a little bit full on that chest. Let's make a diamond upgrade for that chest. That's just a junk chest that I put stuff in. So upgrade. Do we have one? I do have a diamond chest. Whatever. Get bigger. Thank you. You can go in there as well. Mushroom rice. I think I'm just going to leave one of these in here. Some of this stuff's going to be coming in handy for us eventually. What'd you do? Did you just run out of power already? I'm going to have to hook him up to that. All right. You can have some of this, my friend, along with all of that other stuff I just gave you. Those will get through most of that. I need to get him hooked up to the system. Anyhow. What else can we do today that gets rid of some of this other stuff? So that's all of those. This is everything with this chapter. That chapter should be complete at this time. Looks good to go. Progression. Again, this is going to be something we're going to work on as we work on it. X-Nil, thank you very much. Crush Netherrack. Go ahead and just, use on this. What else can I use this for? If I crunch it again, it'll turn into Cinder Flower. If we do this, you know what? We'll just see what kind of random stuff we'll get out of 16 of them. All kind of stuff I probably don't want. All right, so inert crystals. I did get some netherite scrap wandering around earlier, so netherrack into crimson nylon, archwood saplings. I saw some of the other stuff. Where is it? That stuff. We need some of those. Got a bunch of random junk that I'm going to have to play with. Cool. Quest completed. Quest completed. Quest completed. Nice. Next step. So I don't think any of these give us anything. Crust endstone, we're going to have to do. This I can do a little bit easier than the other ones. Let's go ahead. Crushed endstone. You just need one of those, which I think we can just do in a millstone. Grab me one of these, please. There should be a millstone sitting right here. Thank you. And then I should be able to do the next step. I don't want that many. No. I want, do that many of those. And then I think if we come over to where this one has this going and shut the magnet off. I don't want your lapis. Thank you. It's not this one. It's not that one. It's this one. Isn't it? Where is it? Where is it? This one. The one on the soul side. Yeah, this one, right? Yeah. Use. Yeah, soul flame. That one. We can get those parts. All right. And then we got some more quests. Let's see. Where else have we got another bug to come out and say hi? Where is it? Hi. And I'll just toss this in here. And didn't get us anything. Okay, nice. Go ahead and put some more of this stuff away. So that can go in here. That can go in here. These can go in there. All of that can go in here for the moment. I don't need any of this. And we're getting a little full. I may have to start changing a few things around. Please compact all of the equal stacks. All right, what did that do? That just should have got us some more crushed endstone, of which I can then just toss in here. That's mainly just going to be on that, ender pearls, and the possibility of one of those occasionally, which we may look at getting after those this thing. What are they called? Dimensional shards. Okay, cool, nice, wonderful. And I have cake. I probably shouldn't eat cake. We'll just put cake down next to the other cake. We got lots of cake. Go ahead, put cake down. Fine. All right, what else are we going to get? So does that clear out all of that chapter as well? Except for the auto hammer, of which I said I wasn't going to make one. Well, I wasn't going to use one. We can clear that chapter out, right? I suppose, as well. We can take a nap, too. All right, hammer. Auto hammer needs to be at least one of these. Oh, right. I need to make those sticks. One of those, and then we can make one of these. Ding, ding. And, you know, we'll just put it down. I'm not going to use it again. Their only use is to take the stuff and crush it into things. That's all it does. That's it. That's all it does is just take one thing and the other. It doesn't use power. It just takes time. And it even auto inputs and auto outputs. If I grab it like this and I get a couple of chests, I think, if I remember correctly, and I go, well, let me see. Yeah, just cobblestone. Grab stack cobblestone, or one. I think. Yeah, it already did it, and then it'll put it over there. So that's why I don't like them. That cost me again. This pack is not meant to be hard, and I'm gonna say that. I know it. It's not meant to be hard. It's fine. I just think it could be harder than they let it on to be. Anyhow, or at least more challenging, interesting, fun. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. Anyhow, let me, we'll just let you eat that up. Bloop. And work on the next step, which I'll just put this right there for now. Okay, so speed augmenting. We get iron hammers and an item transporter. What is that? Whoop, wrong button. What is this? Is that like a transfer node or something? Hang on, sidetrack. Whoop, not that. Is that what I think it is? It is. Alrighty. Good. I'm glad to know we still have those. And that they don't break when you break the thing they're attached to. Interesting. You, my friend, will go right here so that I remember I have you. And I guess we can just put this into the we're not going to use it chest kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, and those can go in there too. And while we're at it, this can all get picked up. We'll put those, again, there's a good possibility we're going to have to use those eventually for something. I might try to come up with a way to do things, I might not. But anyhow, let's go ahead and grab all of this. That's interesting. And the linking tool is another oak bookshelf. And we can go... Well, again, we'll play with them. I know I keep saying it. We'll play with them eventually. I'm not in the mood to play. That's a marshmallow. We can eat that. Just not in the mood to play with something like that. Once we get a bunch of the other things done, or maybe we'll set up one of these challenges to work the majority through one of those. I know that some of this stuff is not going to be craftable, but we should be able to come up with something in here we can maybe mess around with. Let's see. Where are we? X-Nil's done. Progression. Why are you... Well, getting started. Why is this not done? I don't know. Maybe it's just being the normal thing. Powering up, this is going to be another one of those. We'll have to go through and build a bunch of these random things. This is interesting kind of stuff, really. And let's see. Progression, it's probably waiting on us to get a couple of other things done. I've been kind of steadily claiming things in here, and we're going to have to kind of mess around with some of the other stuff. All right. Given the amount of time that has taken, I do want to go do one more thing, and that is I want to go play in the Nether very quickly because we managed to, well, I managed to in between episodes, find something. So we need to make the Nether version of this thing. So we can work on that. Let's see. Where are we? 2 Sky High Delights. We need the Nether Legend, our Eye of Legend. Automatically transforms when the eye is in the Nether. That's correct. Okay, let's go see if we can't find us a Nether city. I know where there is one. Because it's right there. So we can collect those. No reward and no reward. Find a warped sky village. We'll have to find one of those. Let's go check this crimson sky one out. The other thing I finally learned is I don't need rockets with this, which is cool. Oh, I need to go. No, you do me a whoa, hey, no, up. Ow. Probably the only problem with how did he get out? Interesting. Need something gold, which I don't think I still have. Oh, I do. I have that one. We can carry that one around. Okay, in. So if I remember, it's this way. And it's in that wonderful blue biome that, anyhow, let's start down out on one of these. Cool. And take this out of your hand so you don't accidentally click on something. So I think this one is gold. Yeah, this one is gold, so they shouldn't bother us too much. But piglins are going to be around. We should be able to find some interesting things. And what are we going to find? Hoglin hide, use on you, anything. Probably nothing I'm going to care about for right now. Corrupted chorus flute, stuffed hoglin roast. Oh. Beautiful. Thank you. And we're collecting these because we'll be able to do some stuff with this. Found it underground, not quite common. What is all of this? Finding a fix with an item in a chest, not quite common. Yeah, I've got a few things going on over the last couple of episodes, and a splash resistance of 2. We don't really care about those for right now. Infernal bulbs, force ingots will take. Oh crap. I might be putting those on my feet right now. Frostwalker. No, they're not really all that great aside from the feather falling a million. Let's put those over here. And a speed augment for a pedestal. And there is the new pig step one. Interesting. Terra Steel Nugget, we'll take that. Fire crystal, bee spawn egg. Sure. And again, it's socketed. We'll play with it. Lots of interesting stuff that we should find. More Hoglin junk. Fortune 2 socketed netherite picks. Wow, and that one's socketed too. I'm collecting these because we're going to need to break those down later on to get some stuff, and I don't know whether the socket ones are the ones we need to do it. Those are crimson fungus. What do we got? Excellent. Another budding amethyst. More bastion fruit. Can I use this for anything at all? Other than to eat it? Probably not, and I'll take this. Budding selenite. Interesting. All kinds of fun stuff. Probably should eat this. Oh my. Now these are supposed to have some interesting stuff with them too. One of those things that we can actually, and I'm gonna, wow. Wow. Okay, well that, I guess, put some of this stuff where you can find it later, please. I should be putting it away, but I don't want to. We're going to end up with all kinds of interesting things. Put this in there, and we'll put that in there, that in there, that in there, that in there. And now I'm going to be frustrated because I was going to make one of those. That's going to get us like most of the way there. Go ahead, give it to me. Thank you very much. Put it away so it doesn't eat all of our stuff. I guess we have a jetpack, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have to worry about making one. Okay, ghostly spawn bee. Excellent. Perfect. That's actually handy. Quick shot and haste shoe. I think we'll leave those alone for now and just keep going. Where's your sword? We don't want to make somebody mad at us. Smithing table. Netherite ingots. Wow, I guess I don't even have to worry about making those. Give me all of that. Floating aggregination. Golly. Wow. I'm gonna have a hard time not saying a lot of wow, I think. Just I don't need that. I can make those. The dragonstone I'll take. Pixie dust I'll take. Still waiting on these. Those are air source receptacles. I think maybe next time we're going to play with elemental craft, and there is a thermal charge full container. We'll just do that and keep going. I don't see anything else. Is there anybody home? Nether skewer. Power friendship. Leech 4 vigilante. Wow. Amethyst bee. I don't even have to breed the stinking thing now. Thank you, game. Wonderful. Ancient debris. Bartered from piglins. Flawless tyrannical gem. I'm running out of room again. I guess we'll just kind of fill the thing up and it'll overflow into the other one. Not that I want to do that, but that's going to be what it is. I'm going to have a lot of fun with some of this stuff. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. Just put the food away. We don't need it. Why do I have a stick? Get away from me. Okay. I want that and that. I guess if we have to, we can come back and get some more things. I should have brought some more bags. So, another infused pickaxe. A inferno containment cube. Do I dare look? Nice. Well, we can put junk in there for now, then. That'll give us a little bit... Nope, that's my good one for now. Nice. Another power of friendship. Another sword thing. Blazing bee. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you. And another terra steel nugget. Awesome. Okay, anything else down here? No, there's just a little bit of burning stuff. No, oh, we gotta go down here. Keep going. Is it just a chair? Just a spot to sit. Lots and lots and lots of netherrack that we can carve up and do whatever we want to do with. I will probably likely come back to this and tear it all down. Maybe. I don't know. This depends. Where are you? Alright, let's go this way over here and see if there's anything good over here. There's another stone cutter and another chest and a bunch of stuff. Glyph of Pierce. Do not unlock this glyph. Another... Well, I guess you have a spare now. I don't want your stick. Sometimes it just gives you sticks and sometimes it doesn't. Insight, I don't really want insight either. And another Inferno containment thing and another amethyst bee spawn and another shredding of axe of wow. Okay, put some stuff away. I don't want your stick. More fire crystal, netherite upgrade, infused alloy, upgrade speed on that. Okay. Seriously. How many jetpacks can I get? He says again as more stuff shows up in his inventory. Wow. Another box. Keep rolling. Let's see what else we can find. I really need to go get something for that. guys gonna have anything hiding behind any of this? Some of this might actually hide some things. You know what? Give me those. Yeah, why not? I'll take your books. Thank you. I will always take books because they're a royal pain in the tail to make. Another box. I do like the look of these blocks. I do like the look of the blocks. What are we going to get now? A source jar. Ars Nouveau. Wonderful. Fire replacement thingy. More pants. Another netherite ingot. Lubricant. Yep, we need one of those. Crystalline B. Thank you. I don't have to go get that guy to show up now. Certus quartz crystal. Pixie dust. Dragonstone. And whatever that is. Keep moving. Oh, more beds. Holy cow. More junk. Fill up thing. Another amethyst bee, another floating agar carnation, combustion chamber, fire source. Not as good of the other one, but not bad. Stalwart boots of health. Cool. The only reason why we're getting away with this is because I'm carrying this around. More pixie dust, more dragonstone, a singularity. Amazing. Thank you. Another floating agar carnation. I already have that one. Thank you. This is an amazing little thing. It's helpful for if you're going to use the elytra. A nice block of mana steel, source jar, ghostly bee, dragon sinew, netherite leggings, more stuff. And to the top of that one, nothing else. All right. I wonder what is up with that guy. Oh, hey, I'll take that. I will, give me that. Give me that. Did I get it? It did. Okay, cool. What's the matter with you, dude? Oh. I suppose I kill him, he gives me all kinds of neat things. You know, piglins are supposedly easy. Interesting. Thank you. All right, we have some more stuff to check out. Let's get all these done. We'll probably kind of speed through some of this here in a minute. Good Lord. Interesting. Okay, in we go. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I like, this is just some of it. And the shulkers as well, which, you know, I don't know how I live without shulkers sometimes anymore. But yeah, I mean, like, just, I don't know what we're going to do with it all. I know that there's going to be some stuff in here we're for sure going to use. What are those made out of? Unstable stuff. Really? Good Lord. And I mean, of course, I took all the books because why not? You never know when you're going to need them, but we have stuff that we can start Certus with now. We can start growing Certus quartz, flawless budding Certus quartz, which is amazing. That stuff is going to be usable to make the Certus quartz clusters and a few other little things. With we'll growth up. I think I can actually make those pretty soon too, which means we can start getting into some of that stuff. Yeah, it never decays when it grows buds. It may only be found in meteorites. Yeah, well, I already found one. So that's going to mean I'm going to be out running around looking for those things. I cannot believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think there's even another one in here, 7, because I ended up having one incredibly filled. We have 7 of these now. And I'm going to have to go look and see which one was the actual best one. So, I mean, they're all different. They're all different. I don't know. Anyhow, I think that's enough for us for today. I've got enough work to do now. I may spend a little bit more time in the Nether playing around, and we may do a couple of other things going on forward. But, I mean, like, there's amethyst for the rest of our time. There's Well, that's blaze rods for the rest of our time. Fire crystal bee spawn. I wonder what that is. Oh, those are for the crystals. Wow. No, that's neat. Crystal and bee, that's amazing. And ancient bee spawn. I don't even need to worry about what I was planning on doing with the other thing. So, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it right there. I'm a little flabbergasted at this point in time. I can't believe how much crap I just got from the Nether and one little bitty area that really got a little silly. So, I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.